on, everybody? It's your boy Kamikaze Platano here, coming at you with something a little different from my channel. I'm gonna start doing more game reviews based on what you guys would like to see. We'll be reviewing these games in a pro and con aspect. So please keep in mind that these are all just my opinions and nothing more. Before you guys, try to jump down my throat because of them. So to kick it off, for the first game that we're going to do a review for is Call of Duty Modern Warfare. We're going to do it in a two-part kind of thing. Part one is going to be the Warzone aspect of Modern Warfare. We'll cover multiplayer in another video. So the first thing we're going to go over are the pros, my pros for the game. The first pro for Warzone is that I like the fact that it's free to play for everyone. It's a free to play battle royale, and it allows people to play with their friends, the battle royale aspect of it, without having to buy the full game just to play the one part. Because I have friends that don't like Call of Duty multiplayer or don't want to spend the money on buying a whole new game, but they enjoy the Warzone aspect and they want to play with their friends. So we all like to do that together. The second pro is the Gulag. Warzone brought something to Battle Royale that I don't think has been done in other Battle Royale games, where you can fight to come back. The Gulag is a feature in Warzone that can give you a second chance in the game. If you die, you get sent to the Gulag. You win your one-on-one gunfight in the Gulag, your game continues. If you lose, depending on what game mode you're in, your teammates can buy you back, or if you're in solos, your game is over. My third pro for the game is the loadout drop. The main reason I like the loadout drop is that when you select your class, you get the perks from that class, which can really benefit you in the end. Because if you're in that final zone and the other players have UAVs and your class has the ghost perk, you won't be detected, which can be a lot of fun. And the perks can somewhat change the pace of the game when it comes to the end zone. Speaking of the pace, the next pro would be how fast-paced Warzone can be. Warzone can be full of fast-paced firefights if you want to be, if you play aggressive. If you don't play aggressive, it can be pretty slow. You won't have a lot of combat, you won't get a high kill game, but you can survive longer till the last wave or the last zone. Another pro we can talk about is the weapon blueprints from the loot boxes in the game. The loot boxes can give you either a base weapon with minimal attachments, or it can give you a whole blueprint for a weapon that some people wouldn't use. It gives players a chance to use blueprints for guns they wouldn't normally use or that they don't have unlocked. There are some blueprints that I've used. I don't like to use LMGs. There are some blueprints for LMGs that I'll use because I pick them up, and they're pretty fun. And it gives you like a chance to broaden your horizons in a way, which I find is pretty cool. This is my last pro for the pro category, and it's also a con in a way, but I'll mention it later. The final pro slash sort of con is that in Warzone you can buy kill streaks from buy stations. Now, what I mean by it's a pro is you can buy UAV, a cluster strike, or an airstrike. Those can really come clutch. Like if you're doing quads and you're in a last alive situation, you can call an airstrike on another team that's coming to get you, or a cluster strike, and you can eliminate the whole team possibly. My first Warzone win was off of an airstrike because the guy was camping in the house and he had to come out of us. He had to come out the house and push to us in order to secure the win. And I called in the airstrike and killed him, which gave me my first Warzone win. So I thought that was pretty cool, but I also feel like those kill streaks can be a little overpowered. Like I said, my first Warzone win was because of an airstrike. What if I was that dude that I killed and now it's like, bruh, I made it all this way. I was in second place just to get killed by an airstrike. What kind of BS is that? So maybe, different kill streaks, or you can't use certain kill streaks after a certain time in the game, maybe. But that's just me. Um Now to move on to the cons. Now, a constant problem that I have been running into is people that are cheating. I have been I've had plenty of matches that have been ruined by people with aimbot and wall hacks as well, but mostly aimbot. And I've also seen plenty of other videos of other people running into the same problem as well. It mainly comes from PC users that I've noticed, and it kind of takes the fun out of the game. Because you can be having a crazy Warzone match. You have 10 kills. You and your friends all have like 20 collectively. It's crazy. It's fun. And then you get killed by some random dude that's cheating. And he has 45 kills in the game. And it takes the fun out of it. It's like, wow. Like, I stopped playing Warzone for a little bit because I kept running into cheaters almost every match. And it gets annoying. But, it it happens. It's part of the game, I guess. Um, Another con is the gas mask animation. The amount of times my friends and I have been killed near the gas because of putting on and taking off the gas mask is unbelievable. The animation of putting on the mask and taking it off does not allow you to fire. Now, I understand, it's supposed to be a realistic, I'm doing air quotes around this realistic game, but it's a video game, you know? Just like me changing a sight stops my firing as well. It doesn't allow me to fire. Another con would be that now Warzone is kind of a pay to win situation. What I mean by pay to win is that people who own the full Modern Warfare game are at a huge advantage compared to those that only have Warzone. Owning Modern Warfare allows players to level up their guns faster and get a bigger variety of attachments for their loadouts compared to those that can only level up through Warzone. A good example is that I have a couple friends that recently just just downloaded Warzone. Me being having owned the game since it first released, I have all the weapons unlocked, all the attachments unlocked, and they're starting out level 1 base guns having to work their way up, which means they have to rely more so on collecting guns from the loot boxes rather than, using their own loadouts. Another con would be the fact that there are a lot of campy players in Warzone. Although the pace of the game can be very fast, there are some players who camp and hide out and avoid firefights for most of the game until close to final zone. Which, don't get me wrong, if you're not good at firefights or, straight gunfights and you're going to lose most of them, I understand completely. But it can also take away from Warzone's, fun in a way. Like, imagine you have a 20 kill game going, and then next thing you know, you get killed by a guy that only has 3 kills because he was going around looting 90% of the game. Um, recently, this is another con right here. This con gets me. Uh, recently I've encountered a bug where sometimes your character model will have a smoke trail, like the smoke trail from when you parachute in. It still follows you as you run around. Um, I used to run into it a lot more. Oh, like a while ago, like maybe last season. But as of this season, I've encountered it maybe twice with me and another teammate. The patch notes said they fixed these problems, which it's literally just me running into it less, more so that it's fixed. Um, which that can be really bad at the end of the game because there are times where it's like you're running around killing people, hiding, blah blah blah, and then your smoke trail gives you away because it follows you and shows where you're going, and it sucks. So honestly, that's really all I gotta say about this game. There are fun times and there are bad times in the game as well. I um the game has a lot of potential to be amazing. Warzone is really fun, and they recently took out Plunder. I would like it back, please. Thank you very much. It's pretty fun just to rank up my weapon a little bit. You know what I mean? Um, these are just my opinions of the game, but I'm pretty sure that there are other people who share some of these opinions as well. If you have any other pros and cons about the game, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe for more content and like this video, it really helps me out. I'll see you all in the next video, and as always, I hope you enjoyed.